Okay,
All
Nancy,
right.
I'll toss it over to you.
All right, thanks, Jason. Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Nancy Anderberg. This is your AEGEA team, or I like to say family call. We do these on Saturday mornings. We're going to take some time to actually share some testimonials with you this morning. And then we're going to teach a little bit more on the compensation plan and how the people that are really doing well in the business and growing and duplicating, what's happening with them and how that is working so that we can teach you how to put that extra $1,000 in your pocket per week or more or less. It all depends on you, right? We all have the same products, we all have the same compensation plans. So the only thing that's different is you. So we want to make sure that this call is for you. It's about you because we really want to train and equip you with all the tools and the information that you need to be successful and reach your goals. And so first of all, those of you that don't know me, well, welcome to the brand new people. By the way, we have a lot of new people joining. So really excited to have you on board. Like I said, my name is Nancy Anderberg. I'm from the Minneapolis area. I have 28 years background in networking. My foundational background is in fitness, nutrition, worked on my doctorate to be a naturopath doctor, didn't quite finish that. Started having babies. I'm a single mom with 4 kiddos. My youngest is 14, my oldest is 23. And I can't wait to get to know all of you. And that is why you need to come to the event. And so I want you guys to raise your hand for those of you that have already registered. You've already gone into AEGEA.com, and at the top you see Atlanta event, and you've gone and you've registered. Raise your hand. Let's see a show of hands. Go in and remember you're gonna discipline yourself to just do it, and then we're gonna figure out a way, right? Okay, good. So we're expecting a pretty big crowd. The hotel is starting to sell out. I believe we're 60 to 70% full. I could be wrong, but last number I heard was 65% full. And so you'll want to get registered. There are other hotels that you can stay at, but what's really cool, and you guys have seen pictures of where this event is going to be and the hotel. This is a 5-star hotel, and so it's a great price at $129. Load your cars, trains, planes, automobiles, whatever it takes. Get there, share rooms. Airbnb, whatever it takes, just get there, okay? Because you're going to get that mile-high view, that vision. Your belief's going to go from here to here, all right? And you just will be unstoppable. Many of you are having such incredible testimonies, and so I really want to get to that today first, and then we're going to go into a few things. Let me share my testimony with you. So I'm 52 years old, and for me, I've been a fitness professional. I was a gymnast for many years. Then I owned a gymnastics club. And so I had a lot of, just soreness, overtraining. And I had some issues with my shoulder, particularly, especially when I'd wake up in the morning. Ooh, man, major discomfort, right? So I used the Nitro Cubit, which is this one, right? And I put that right on my shoulder. The other thing, though, that was maybe not as noticeable to people on social media or people outside my sphere of influence, or the people that live with me or see me day to day, was my stress level. Guys, it was horrific. It was bad. And when you are in discomfort and when you are stressed out, it affects everything. It just affects everything. It affects your health, first of all. It affects your relationships, your children, your business. It affects everything. And I have to tell you that these we call them energetics now. It is the same as the CBD. It's CBD frequencies, that the essence of it infused or into the hologram patch, right? Changed my life, like dramatic. And our bodies can hold all sorts of stress, trauma from years past and whatever. But guys, I am a different person. And those, people will vouch on the line like, man, it's changed her. So praise God. I'm super grateful for that. So for me, I've also used it on my dog, had great results on my dog, my children with discomfort and anxiety type things like that, stressful things that go on in kids' lives. They're always stressed out. I think social media stresses them out more than anything, right? And what's really, really important is your shields. We have to get these on all of our kids' devices and around our home. All right, it's just incredible what that just does, not only to our brains but our body, and it affects the frequencies of our body. And so I was on the phone 2 weeks ago with my friend Kat, and some of you have been hearing a little bit about Kat. Kat, we're going to try to unmute you if Jason, you could find her. But Kat had a horrible fall and hit her head very, very, very hard. And her speech was slurred. I mean, she, you know, after it happened, she wasn't able to move well. She had horrible pain, wasn't walking well, all sorts of things. This happened in January. And when I spoke to her a couple weeks ago, her voice sounded like a robot, but a slurred robot. And I even have recordings of it. And so, you know, Michael Lynn is my dear friend, and Michael Lynn is the one that, you know, I called her and I said, she's got to have the quantum card. She has to have it now. I just know it. I just feel it. And so Michael Lynn, being the gracious servant, you know, leader she truly is, she drove over there 45 minutes an hour, gave it to her, and Kat slept on it for 2 nights. And she called me then and said, hey, Nance, what's going on? And I mean, I just about fell over. I was like, Kat? And I just immediately started to cry. Like, that, you know, these testimonies are so impactful, you know, and I just started to weep because I was like, oh, I was so excited. I was so grateful. And so I got her on the phone right away, and I called Jeff right away, and I was telling him this story, and it was just so amazing. So where do you think Michael Lynn's belief went and my belief? It like, whoosh, it went crazy. So when we get our own testimony, that's one thing, we believe, but when we help others, it really goes through the roof. And so I want you to meet Kat. And Kat, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, great. Can you guys see Kat? Are we in speaker view, Jason?
I don't think they can see me.
Oh, you're on the phone. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I'm on the phone. Sorry.
Oh, darn. I really want him to see you. She's just darling. So Kat, I wanted to kind of set you up there to prep what was going on. And I just want you to, if you could just in 1 minute recap and just, you know, validate what I was saying, how people were, you know, like your granddaughter, which said, why do you talk like a robot, Grandma? And how things are different now for you.
Oh, it's so much different. When I, actually, if I would have got pulled over by the police, they would have thought I would have been drunk because I couldn't talk straight at all. They probably tested me for DWI, but my granddaughter always said I would talk like a robot, but I can talk faster. I don't talk slow. My energy is up. It's just totally given me a different life. My perspective is better. I'm happier. I'm calmer. I don't get as upset. I don't swear like when I had my head, when I rattled my brain, I swear a lot, and that's not like me. So that stopped. I'm just so grateful of what it has done and how it has turned my life around and let me move forward and have energy. I keep telling my mom I've got energy like I'm in my 30s again.
And what do you do for a living, Kat, besides now working this business?
I clean houses. So it's a very strenuous job.
And your clients have noticed that something that would, you know, since the injury was taking you 4 hours, now is taking you how long to clean?
A couple hours, 2.5 hours.
Yeah. So people are really noticing, you know, the differences and are asking you about it, right, Kat?
Yes, they are.
And how many people have you brought on board with an executive pack or a quantum pack?
2. I've only brought on 2, but you know, it took a while to get my envelope. So I'm so excited because I have so many people to share this with. Yes.
And I know you're talking to a lot of people and really filling that pipeline. And I know you work hard, you know, from that injury, you know, you went into some debt. Like when life happens, it happens to all of us, and you're working really hard, you're digging out of debt, and you're doing this part-time with a full-time attitude around what you currently are doing. And that's what I'm so excited about. And I'm just seeing you have such, you know, you're just different. It's like Michael and I were saying, you know, it's like, oh, we have our friend back. And so we're just super grateful. Kat, thank you for sharing today.
Yeah, thank you. It's so great to be part of AEGEA family.
We'll get you on video another time for sure.
Oh, all right.
I want to add a quick fitness testimony for you. So I keep the quantum card on me, either, you know, tucked into my sports bra, or only time I actually dress up is when I have to go on Zoom. Like I wear athletic clothes all the time. All right. But my quantum card is always on me, always on me. When I work out, if I don't have this on me, I am about 30% weaker. And you guys just need to go test it. My sister is experiencing the same thing. We need to start talking to fitness people, to athletes, to endurance runners. I recently enrolled someone that actually is on the national board of chiropractic that no longer has pain in his hips that he's had for 12 years. And he's he knows a lot about energy work, and he's just super, super excited. And so people like that, athletes that are running marathons, gym owners. So really start to think big. But not to overwhelm you, just taking one step at a time. If you do find that you get overwhelmed easy, or that you get, a little stressed out, please make sure you're wearing 2 of the energetics, okay, the CBD right here at all times, and keep that quantum card on you. Does the quantum card work alone? Yes, absolutely. Earth grounding frequency, right? So thank you so much, Cap, for your testimony. And guys, I just want to remind you that you have 1 week to close out this month. And so I know that I have many people on my team that are really working hard to talk to as many people as they can. Our focus is helping people. It's not necessarily on rank advancement, but you know what? At this time of the month, we need to really look at that, because you don't want to, leave money laying on the table, right? If you're just a few short of reaching silver, with 6 that you personally enrolled with a pack, and make sure that when you enroll someone right away, make sure that they have that active smart ship. That's what we're calling it, not an auto ship. I'm correcting myself. All right. Make sure they get that set up right away. Okay. And so go into your back office, and you can look in your tree. And if you go down to your personal enrollment, your personal team, you can see how many people that you personally enrolled, and you can see what they've ordered, and you can see if they have their smart ship in place. So if they don't, you need to get a hold of them and make sure that okay, and that they're active, so that they're counting as one of your active affiliates. When you have 20 of these that you personally enrolled, you're at the top rank of our company, a platinum elite. All right, and you're able to experience all the wonderful benefits and the bonus pools that go with that. Okay, so what I do is I start people slow, and the people that I've just enrolled, my goal is to help them get their 2 people. 1 person on the right, 1 person on the left. That's just what I focus on. I help them. After I get them set up, they understand their back office. I've talked to them about their pay quicker, show them around their back office a little bit, maybe do a Zoom, a share, screen share with them. All right, then you want to help them get 2. Because guess what? If they can get 2, they certainly can get 4. And if they can get 4, they can get 6. And if they can get 6, they can get 8. And you just take it step by step. And the whole thing is teach to teach and lead by example. Now, many of us are starting to get really large organizations, right? But real leaders never stop building their team, as in bringing on new people. So I just want to, let people know that, if you ever see me and I'm kind of sitting back, going into management mode, you need to kick me in the rear end and say, "Man, you can't do that. That isn't what we do as leaders," right? We lead by example. And so for those of you that are hitting the charts, that are top 10, I'm not going to read through it, but when you guys log into your dashboard, you can see everyone. I want to congratulate you. Way to go. Way to go. And the rest of you that are just kind of sitting back, being a little tentative, all you have to do is hand out the sample packs. You know what? We encourage everyone, after they place their pack order, they get their auto ship set up, order the sample pack. You get 10 samples for $80. It's below cost, right? And if you want to build a business, 10 a month. 10 a month. That's what we say if you're part-time. But if you're full-time, which most people aren't, right? Less than 1% in network marketing, never are. And that's cool. I mean, I love this extra stream of income. Yes, I'm full-time, but I've been doing this a long time. So we want to teach people, how to do it. If you want more business, then hand out more samples. And we have people that are passing out, 10 a week, some even more. But the key is follow up and follow through and making sure you're giving them the next step. And so the next step for today is I'd like to introduce, many of you know Jason, of course. Jason is the head of our global expansion, and there just couldn't be a better man for this role in our company. He has helped create, many, many, many millionaires around the world, 40 or more. He has been a mentor to me and a mentor to many, a wonderful man, super successful, was raised in this profession, really. It's kind of funny. I love hearing your story, Jason, when you talk about, how you would help your parents pack the Amway boxes, at age 10 or something. So anyway, I'd like to hand the call over to you, Jason, and thank you so much, everyone. I hope you took some notes and you kind of have a, this next week is going to be a big one for us. All right. So take it away.
Okay. Thank you very much, Nancy. Greatly appreciate you. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Happy Saturday. Before I get started, I want to do a plug out to Pittsburgh. I'm coming up there Thursday night. So if you are in the Pittsburgh area, or if you have anybody in the Pittsburgh area, it is up on Team AEGEA. It is up on the calendar, just to let you know. I'm going to call on Dr. Joe, since we started off with some testimonies, just to have him share. And I said, hey, Dr. Joe, don't make any medical claims. I want to use you. Okay. So he's doing phenomenal. Let me find you, Dr. Joe. I am unmuting you. Dr. Joe is a top oral surgeon in the Pittsburgh area. He is incredibly busy. He operates a pain management clinic also with his other business. And he is involved with us and doing great things with us. So Dr. Joe, if you could just say hi and what you've experienced just in the last, couple weeks with us would be fantastic. Great to hear from you. Turn the call over to you, my friend.
Jason, can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Great. Pleasure to be here again. I look so much forward to being on these calls with you and Nancy and all the other people. I really appreciate all that you're doing for the entire world in this company. These products are basically changing my life. And some of you might know my story. I'm a doctor, I'm a dentist, licensed in a couple states, been involved with oral surgery for many, many years. So I'm around pain all the time. I'm around patients that come in with pain, and hopefully I can get them out of pain. And I've had pain, 66 years of age, 6'5", the back starts to give way, the knees start to give way. I'm thinking I'm going to need a back operation, knee operation very, very soon, because a lot of the other products that I've been using, including CBD oil, nitric oxide powder, and things like that, really started to not work as well. And literally, I would say 18 days ago on a Tuesday at 8 o'clock in the morning, I actually put the card in my OR shirt next to my heart. I didn't have the other stuff. In fact, I might have had the other stuff, but I think I couldn't find it. So I put the card in my pocket, and literally three hours later, 11 o'clock, I commented to my surgical assistant. I said, Vicki, I have no back or knee pain. Is it the weather? Is it the humidity? What's going on? I was very, very busy those 3 hours, standing and doing the things I need to do. And literally 3 hours later, the president of the company, Jeff Cohen, flies into Pittsburgh because we had a kind of an event I wanted him to see. And I met him at 2 o'clock at my club, and I walked up to him. I said, nice to meet you, Mr. Cohen. Thank you very much for flying in. I've been out of pain for 6 hours. What is going on? Spending 6 hours with Jeff Cohen really showed me how these products work. It showed me the type of person that Mr. Jeff Cohen is. It gave me a profound respect in a very short period of time. And, he was talking about Jason Barreco, this Jason Barreco guy. I'm thinking, who is he? And finally get to know Jason. And so over the last 18 to 20 days, I basically have been talking to as many people as I can about what I feel are the greatest products ever invented in the world in terms of health and pain reduction. I've had patients that have come through with pain, head and neck pain, other kinds of pain, wisdom teeth pain, dental pain, pain in their feet. I work around staff that are on their feet all the time. They have pain in their feet from certain medical conditions I'm not allowed to say. In fact, I have to take my doctor hat out when I start talking like this, because sometimes I get into medical jargon and I get into a little bit of trouble. So I have to stay away from that. But I strongly feel that this is, I think this is not only a shift in wealth for many of us, but it's a shift in health. Why wouldn't we talk to everybody about these products? Because I guarantee you, everybody has pain. Whether they know it or not, they have pain. Everybody needs to increase their health. The CBD speaks for itself. The nitrocubic speaks for itself. I don't have to pay $750 a month anymore for supplements because I have a AEGEA product that on an auto ship cost me $80 a month. $80 a month. Think about it. It's very inexpensive to improve your health. And people say, well, I don't know if I can afford it. I say, you can't afford not to do this. You can't afford not to do this. Was it covered by insurance? No, it's not covered by insurance. But guess what? As you get sicker and sicker, your insurance premiums are going to get more expensive and more expensive. And guess what? You're going to get poor because you didn't invest in AEGEA products. I'm really excited about Jason coming up this Thursday. Jason mentioned anybody in the Pittsburgh area should make sure they're there. I'm going to say this, anybody within 200 miles of Pittsburgh, I'm talking about a 4-hour drive, 3 to 4 hour drive, needs to come and meet Jason Borrego. We're going to have a packed room and a very nice club. It's a very nice agenda we're going to have there, introducing the AEGEA products into the Pittsburgh market. And we're going to be the epicenter of Pittsburgh, of the entire world. Everybody's going to look at Pittsburgh this coming Thursday night. They're going to say, that's where it started. I'm done, Jason. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Awesome job. And I am looking forward to being coming up in Pittsburgh. Hey, everybody. And let's just talk about, God, is he exciting? I'm telling you, I have him on the call and I'm just, good work, Mark, and getting Dr. Joe. I'm telling you. Team, listen, Pittsburgh's going to be rocking. This Atlanta is going to be rocking. I know Nancy talked about that. I'm going to go through some strategies with you and really show you how to make money with this sampling program. Okay. Number one, Smart Ship. Why do we have Smart Ship? Smart Ship is the fuel that drives the machine. It is so important that we create a culture of getting people on Smart Ship. It's free shipping. It's only $79 a month. It's just how you build the business. You enroll someone, you get them in, and then you get them on Smart Ship. That's the enrollment process. If you just enroll them and not get them on Smart Ship, you haven't completed the enrollment process. And we're going to do more training in the enrollment process on another call just because of time. Let's talk about the system and running the system. It's very important that we have a system that runs the business. That's in any business. You have a system that runs the business. Nancy was talking about this. The people work the system. It's got to be simple. And remember the KISS philosophy, keep it simple, stupid. I mean, it's got to be so simple in how to do it. We're using the sample program, okay? And the sample program to develop a business. Now, let me show you something. I'm going to see if I can do this and show you the screen because we have been talking about this. There are now 2 options that you can use the sampling program. Number one, Nancy covered. They're in your back office. You can buy a 10-pack and you can get that 10-pack and then you can send that out, okay? You're handing those out. You're mailing them out to your contacts. But we've been talking about adding a link that's into your back office that you can do that. Now, and here's how this is going to work. I'm going to share my screen real quick. Let me see. Nancy, just give me a thumbs up if you can. Whoops. That's not the right one. Stop share. Let me try that one more time, team. Sorry. I haven't done it before with the web. I'm going to share a screen. Nancy, can you see that? Yes, thumbs up. Okay, this is a back office. This is exactly what your dashboard and your back office looks like. If you go under my team, okay, right here, then you go, see, following me here, if everybody can see it, great. You go under my leads. Darn it, I logged out. Let me see if I can log in here real quick. Just bear with me for a second. Let's see if this works. Okay, warning, set up monthly payments. Okay, got every your auto ship. This is the test account. Okay, back on it. We are under my team. Under my team, you go to my leads. Everyone following along. Here is the link right here in this back office. Okay, this is your back office. This link, and you can see name, email, phone number, contact information. If I take this link and I click on this link, hopefully this works. This takes you to an order page. This is like if I had a brand new contact, if I'm going to post this on social media, I would send this link to Nancy, okay? And then this takes you to an order page where they can order a 6-day free sample pack, okay? Yes, I want my 6-day free sample pack, and they just pay the shipping and handling fee. So you just fill this out, you send that link. What happens, that is then processed, and then the company then mails out the link, okay? We've been talking about that, and then if you do it, that contact information shows up right here. This is the first stage of the sampling program going social that I have been talking about, okay? A couple very important points, okay. I think I've covered that. I think it's pretty clear. You can watch it. Go to my back office, click on my leads. There it is. This link, I would go to tiny URL and shorten that link, or get a domain name that you could send there and forward that to it. It's a little bit long link, but that is the link that you send out to prospects, okay? That is fantastic. And real quick, guys, we have been starting to move so many sample packs. There's Michelle and Nancy have been teaching key leaders to do, 1 pack per week. And we said 1 pack per month. They just upped the game a little bit on us. So we are running a little tight on inventory. So to make sure everyone has the opportunity to get samples, you'll see in the back office, we're going to limit the 10 packs to just 2 per order. Okay, this is just until the company they're ordering more samples. They're starting to move up a lot faster than we had expected. So praise God for that. The system is working and you guys are doing an awesome job. So that's going to be coming up. So just don't freak out. That's what's happening with that. Okay. And then let me show you one other screen share. Nancy, I muted you out. Let me show you one other screen share. I want you to walk through this. And then we'll open it up for some questions. Okay, this is our PowerPoint. Let me start this slideshow, and I want to start it from present screen. Okay, let me see if that starts. I don't know what that means. Cancel. Can you see that, Nancy? Yes? Yeah, you can. Okay, great. I'm not sure why it's not letting me start the slideshow. Start from current screen. Maybe I pushed the wrong button. Okay, just real quick here, guys. Then we'll open it up for some questions and answers. I know we're running. It's 10:29. We try to keep these in 30 minutes, but this is important, and I want to go through this. And I'm going to be covering a section on this on the opportunity calls moving up. Hey. Just want to tell you guys, we had 147 people on our last Tuesday night Zoom meeting. Okay, so congratulations. The bottom bar only said 103, but when I logged into the back office to check it, because Kara, customer service, goes, Jason, you had 147. It's a new record. And I thought you'd be more excited. I go, well, where do I find that number? And she showed me how to log into the back office of Zoom. So we've been averaging like 140, 147 is the highest on our Tuesday calls. So team, that's fantastic. So guess what? We're shooting for 200, and I've got a superstar guest coming up, Tim Coleman, on September 8th. He is our quantum energetic practitioner. So that's going to be a fantastic call, product-based and loaded with testimony. So mark that on your calendar, September 8th. We're going to be doing a lot of promotions for that. I am setting a goal to have 200 people on that call. So just team, let's work together to make that happen. Okay, let's talk about the packs. This is getting started. We have 3 packs. This is some new packs that we have. Okay, we have the Quantum Builder Pack. This is some new, this is just a different layout that we have on how we do it. You get $1,000 worth of savings when you get people to purchase this pack. It's great for families. It's great to kickstart. Serious business builders, they go with this pack. They get started. Then we have the Executive Quantum Pack, okay? The benefit of this, it includes the Quantum Card. Anybody who is a business builder with me, I focus on this. Either this or the Executive Pack. If you are coming on as a business builder and you come on the $99, you're kind of a you're starting, and you've got to, I try to upgrade you very quickly, because you've got to have this card. You've got to have the card to demonstrate it. I was just talking to Bill last night, and he's like, man, I was at a party and we're doing the wine tasting, and he goes, this works better than the lemon on the wine. He goes, I'm 12 for 12. Everybody wants to get a card because it had the effect it has on wine. Take a $20 bottle of wine, turn it into a $60 bottle of wine with just a card. Absolutely. Okay, those are the three getting started, but let's talk about this. And then we have the freshness card. We're going to do some more promotions and videos on that. Let's talk about the power of two. This is what I want you to understand. When I'm talking with people, I talk about, listen, I wrote down a line. I said, when I talk to people, and if I could show you a business that you could work part-time and earn $1,000 a week after 12 months, would that be of interest to you? Asking the question, would that be of interest to you, usually responds with, yes, of course. And remember, everything is tax deductible. We're not talking enough about the tax deductions that you get signing up as an entrepreneur and in owning your own home-based business. You know, when we're talking about auto ship, that's tax deductible. That's an tax deductible. When we're talking about the sampling program, you know, investing $1,000 a week. I mean, if I said, guys, listen, you know, you're making a business decision and you're working on the numbers, and we do this as business people, we do it all the time. If I could invest $1,000 in over a period of 12 months, that's 10 sample packs per month. If I could invest $1,000 over a period of 12 months, I could earn $48,000 a year. If I showed you that, would you do it? Yes. The answer is yes, of course. How do I do it? You follow and you work the system. That is the key. That's the most important component of doing it. You follow and you work the system. Okay, so what's the system? It's the power of two. It's the power of duplication. Now, I'm showing this because I get kind of jaded because, you know, Nancy and I, we've been in the game for so long, you know, Dr. Joe, and where you just get in. But for brand new people, they don't understand the power of leverage. They don't understand the power of duplication. My father used to always say, son, you have to learn how to leverage your time and duplicate your efforts. And I never registered in my brain because I was a bellman carrying bags and thinking, how do I leverage my time? How do I duplicate myself? What do I hire another bellman and split my tail? How do I do that? And it was until J. Paul Getty, one of the richest men of the modern era, he made a statement. He had a quote. He said, would you rather have 100% of your own efforts or 1% of 100 people's efforts? And the 1% is much greater. And that kind of triggered a thought, and it opened my mind to say, okay, now I'm understanding duplication, 1% of a larger group. And that's all this is. We follow the system. What do I always say in all my trainings? The system runs the business. The people work the system, okay? So what is working the system? I get in, I buy a pack. What pack do I buy? Quantum Builder Pack, Executive Pack, Starter Pack. I buy a pack and I get on SmartShip. And then I get a person on my right team and a person on my left team. What do they do? Exactly what I did, okay? I buy my sample packs. I hand out 10 sample packs. What are my expectations? I want to get 2 out of 10, okay? I'm going to do this every month and duplicate. Now, this example is only doing 2 and duplicating, okay? So if you want to make more money like Nancy does, you do 10 per month and you really start to duplicate. Okay, so I got my 2. And when's my goal? If you don't have a goal, you're fooling yourself, okay? Because if you don't have a goal and an action strategy and a vision of where you're going to be 12 years from now, you're just wasting time. I mean, I was so proud of my son. My wife says, come on up here, I want to show you something. And my son had written out his goals and he's put them up on his wall, taped them on his wall. And why? Because he sees his dad getting up every morning and writing out my goals. I teach you what I do. Okay, this is how I went from a bellman who was $10,000 in debt, who couldn't get a 25-cent an hour raise, to a multimillionaire who's created 40 millionaires. Okay, so it's the basics, but it's the basics repeated over and over again until it becomes second nature and habit. Understand that. So this is very important that you understand the basics of the system. So what have I done? I got my one on the right, one on my left, and then I taught them to do the same thing. Now I have, let me move this so I can see these numbers real quick. I'll move that over there. Month 2, I have 4. Month 3, I have 8. Month 4, I have 16. The challenge with network marketing is so many people think it's a hobby, not a business. So you will find that people will quit after month 2 and month 3 because they're not making enough money. Yeah, you're making your fast start bonus, you're making your matching bonuses, and you're making a little bit of money, but you're not making a lot of money. But you have to have the vision of the penny doubled every day. You've got to see down 12 months. So let's go into month 5. Everyone's doing the same thing. Month 5, now I have 32 people. And I got $1,280 in volume. Month 6, I have 64 people in my organization. Everybody doing the same thing and duplicating. Month 7, I have 128 people in my organization and going down. Now, month 5, you're making enough money to get your product for free. You're paying your advertising for free. Now your business is self-sufficient. And you're probably making more depending on your recruiting. If you're continuing to recruit, you're coming in, you're making more money. Now, month 8, I've got my 256 people in my business. I got a business that's doing $10,000 a month. I've been part-time. I'm working the rhythm of the business. I'm working the system, the opportunity calls, the Saturday training calls, handing out samples, sending out my posts, sending out my link, getting the samples out, following up. Rhythm of business, guys. Rhythm of business. Now I'm making $1,000 a year. I mean, $1,000 a month, $12,000 a year. Okay, I'm writing off my expenses. I'm writing off a part of my home. I'm writing off, probably up to $6,000 a year in tax savings just because I'm building a business. I go out to dinner. Hey, I'm talking to Dr. Joe. I'm writing that off. It's a business expense. So now, month 8, what happens? Everyone's doing the same thing. They are following the business and they are duplicating. So now I have 256 people out there buying buying a thing of samples, sending out the samples, hand out 10, get 2, and now that 256 turns into 512. Then 512 turn into 1,024. Now I have a business doing $40,000 a month. How much is that? 40,000 times 12. I have a $480,000 a year business. I am now making $4,000 a month or $1,000 a week. What did I do? I plugged into a system. I followed the system. Most importantly, I worked the system. And then probably the most critical thing I can tell you is don't quit. You don't quit. You just work the system. Oh, that guy quit. I don't care. I'm working my system. People will quit around you. I don't care how many people quit around me. I only care if I quit or not. And you know what? If I stick, people will stick. And I go, we're not out to get everybody in the world. Right now, our goal is just to get 100,000 people in the world buying $100 a month, buying $80 a month on auto ship. That's $8 million a month. That's $100 million year company. That's the first goal. And I believe with every fiber in my being, that's going to happen. Okay. So now month 10, what happens? My machine is running, my business is running, and those 10,000, those 1,000 people, all what they're going to buy samples because I'm teaching them how to do it. Now everybody gets there too. Now I have 2,000 people, $81,000 in business volume. 81,000. I have $1 million a year business, and I'm making $8,000 a month. Now, when I'm showing this, I'm only showing one component, one part of our 8 levels of pay, just one. Okay, so understand that. And then here I have, honey, I'm not gonna call. I know. I'm not okay. Okay. Okay, go, not here, please. Sorry, guys. Working from home, gotta love it. 12. Now I get 12. I got 12. I get the 12th month. I got 4,000 people. I'm doing $163,000 a month, and I'm making $16,000 a month. Now, that's the power of duplication. Reality, does it work like this? No, it never does. It just doesn't. It just doesn't work like that. Some people do 2, some people do 4. Nancy's going to do 20. Mark's going to do 20. Dr. Joe's going to be doing 20. Michelle's going to be doing 20. Lewis is going to be doing 20. You know, it all works out. But let's just say we take this and we cut this volume in half. We just say, you know, half quit. You're making $8,000 a month. You've got $100,000 a year business. You are living the dream. You are debt free. You are living the AEGEA lifestyle. You are part of this massive organization that's growing, and the timing is absolutely perfect. That's the power of a system. That's the power of what this thing does. Okay? Very excited to show you that. I wanted to do that. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing those on the Saturday, the Tuesday night opportunity calls. We're going to kind of tighten that up so we can bring in a little bit more of the business that people can make money on those calls. All right, guys, I'm excited. That's what I want to do. I know I went a little long, and I'm sorry. That was my daughter. Yes, Nancy.
So we're getting some questions about the link, the sampling link, that we're testing that in the United States first. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Thank you, Nancy. And it's going to say up there, US only for now, because we need to program in for Canada. There's different pricing. We need to program in different pricing for Australia. We are just testing it. Okay, so please, we've done a few tests internally. If you have any issues with it, let it go. But thank you, Nancy. It is only for the US.
All right.
Okay, well, listen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the recording, and I know we let people, we're going to do a couple card giveaways, and we're going to answer some questions and answers. So I hope that was helpful, and really just what I want to tell you is, you know, we have this opportunity not only to impact people's health, but we have an opportunity to create $1 billion company. I mean, we have this vision of what we have, and we can help people become financially free and live the lifestyle that they've always dreamed possible. So I'm excited. God bless everybody. Let me turn this off.